deep diving into these cases is like dancing with the devil. But when you dance with the devil doesn't change. He changes you.
Good morning, everybody. Happy Sunday.
Good morning. I love your intro. Every time I see it, every single time, I think, oh, it's so good.
Thank you. Oh, yeah, sorry we're a little bit late. I was indisposed and I lost track of time.
That's all good. I'm always late. I try, but it's hard.
It is hard. I always plan to be like half hour early or something. I'm always like most times I get on time, but I'm usually a couple minutes late.
It's like you plan to be early, but then you go to set up and something goes wrong, and then you have to readjust something. It's always something.
Mm-hmm.
Unsolved Barb.
Hello.
Cher, I'm glad you're feel up and feeling good. You look so good. You really, really do.
Mm,
I'm still turning green and yellow.
yeah, bruising a little bit, but she's getting better.
Yeah. Don't look too swollen. Maybe a little, but not bad. Not at all.
It's the same as yesterday, which is good, because the other days were way worse.
Mm.
Yeah.
Just hurts when I put them back in. It hurts so bad.
Oh, I bet it's hard, like with the open wounds, to have to.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's not a picnic.
I can't keep them out too long, though. I am only supposed to keep them out for like 6 to 8 hours.
Dang, that's crazy. I have partial, so my back teeth are fake. But with those, they pull your teeth, and you have to wait like 6 months for your bones and stuff to heal to get fitted for. So they'll fit your front teeth that are still there, So it'll because the swelling and the healing. So yeah, I can't imagine having the open wounds and having to still put them in and out, and whew. But it's all worth it. So worth it.
Beauty is pain.
They are beautiful too. Oh my gosh, super beautiful.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, they're so pretty. Oh my gosh, that's so exciting. And just wait until the swelling is done, the bruising is done, and you're back to yourself. You don't have to deal with, I told you this too, privately, with the pain and the toothaches and the infection and all that stuff. It's hard. It makes your life miserable.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, she's been struggling with that for months.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, it's going to be.
Actually, yeah. When my dentures are in, they hurt really bad. Like when I put them in the morning, while the gums are still healing. But like right now, the pain I have, I've actually had worse. Even before I had the surgery, I've had worse mouth pain than I have right now.
Yeah. Wow, that's crazy. I remember you struggling with it, waking up and just not being able to do your shows or being swollen and just having
half my face swollen sometimes. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Or I'd always I could. Some people think I'm crazy, but I mean, I could always taste when I had my infections, like right before they swelled, I could taste, and I would tell people like I taste I'm getting an infection, and they're like, what? Infection? I'm like, I can taste when I'm getting an infection.
I know exactly what you mean, and you can almost smell it too, like in the
yes.
back of your
Yep. You smell it and you taste it, and then boom, your face is swollen the next day.
Yeah. That's all right. Those days are done, girl. And it's so awesome that you, Mr.Cher, you've been an awesome support system for her. I love it. You guys are precious, absolutely precious.
He's my bestie.
Oh.
She hasn't got sick of me yet.
So cute. My teeth. Unsolved with Barb said she pulled all her teeth herself. Oh my gosh. Oh, I don't know if I could do that. My 4-year, or he just turned 5, but so my 5-year-old actually just got knocked in the face, and it knocked his tooth loose like 2 weeks ago. He was playing with his older brother, and 2 days ago he wiggled his tooth nonstop. Once it got knocked a little loose, wasn't ready to come out at all. His top, one of his top teeth, and he pulled it out like 2 days ago because he's trying to, it makes him a big kid, and he was so pumped. The tooth fairy came, and now he's he's probably going to be toothless for like 2 or 3 years because it was so not time.
No.
Kids are crazy.
Yeah, Allison, they actually took a mold of her mouth, like a scan. It's like 3D printing thing. And she had her dentures with her when she went to the dentist. They put them in right away.
That's awesome. They can do that, all in one at one time.
Yeah, it was. I didn't think that was a thing. Like, I thought she'd have to wait a few months for everything to heal and all that, but no, it's same day.
Well, yeah, I told this way. Yeah, because I didn't want to go 6 months with no teeth, or I definitely would not want to be on YouTube.
Oh God, the haters would just love that.
Well, I can barely talk without my teeth, and I can't say certain words.
Yeah.
People are just so ridiculous. I get mad, and I mean, I've went off on people over sharing some of the, because I've never seen somebody get so much unwarranted hate and disrespect. And it's over things that, why are you even hating on somebody over things like, her teeth and stuff? Like, no, go F yourself, buddy.
Exactly.
Because they can't trash me for my research because it's so good.
But seriously, again, they can't trash you for what you're doing. Well, actually, they did, and then they started doing it. Everyone trashed you for what you were doing, then they do it.
Yeah.
Hey,
Yeah, that
Amber.
was weird.
Taking convictions.
So I guess everybody's going to prison now because I was threatened with going to prison for dealing with the summer case. So I guess now everybody's sharing a cell with me.
Oh yeah.
See, in my opinion, Cher did it better than anyone because she created like this friendship type bond where she could get really intimate details. But she did it in a way without even disrespecting them the way that people do now. People will get, like, showing the fights and having them on their channel drunk and things like that you would refuse to do. People want to trash you, but you're the only one who did it with like some dignity and kind of, I don't know.
They were pissed at me for hiding all that, but I thought I didn't want to add to the distractions.
Yeah, and that's all it does. It's like a big reality show at this point.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, no, it's all just one big distraction.
Mm-hmm.
It's ridiculous. You have people with bullhorns screaming at them in their house. What the hell?
Don texted me this morning, by the way.
Did you see, you guys, when oh my God, they were kind of practicing protesting, and they said something like, "What'd you do? Did you hit her in the head with a rock?"
Yes, I was watching. Yes, and I also just seen somebody let me know in the comments, and I sent it to Don and Robin and let them know that they also took footage of Robin's daughter and have it on Molly's channel, and I think that's very inappropriate.
Oh, I hadn't seen that.
Yeah, so yeah, I just let Don know that. He said thank you, and then also she threatened Candace. She said, if I see Candace, I don't know what I'm gonna do, and I'll probably hurt her. So I sent that to Don too, and he was like, thank you. I'm like, yeah, that's enough to like call the cops on her.
I saw that
outside your house, and she literally said that herself would be in prison if she saw Candace because of what she would do to her.
Yeah,
that's a threat.
That's big time when you're out showing up outside of the house. Well,
and they have a thing for threatening to burn people's houses down. I heard her threaten that to Brian Laundrie's parents' house, and Bullhorn Betty just threatened that to the Wells house and said we should burn that house down, something like that. I'm like, these bitches got a thing for burning down houses.
Oh my gosh.
They're being a menace, seriously. And then, yeah, I mean, I don't know.
And that's helping find Summer.
How is
Could someone explain to me how that's helping?
that's not looking for summer. And also, if you care about that baby, how could you ever say those things like about the rock and
The
the
video of them in the woods looking for summer. I've seen
oh,
them screaming at people. I've seen them shopping and at restaurants. I have not seen them. Where are they searching? I've seen them at the dollar store. Selfie with all the dog food. Selfie. You want a selfie? You take selfie. Take selfie me. Everyone that phones out video me buying dog food. That's all for clout. That's not to be helpful. If you're doing a good deed, you don't need to freaking do all that. That
yeah.
makes me angry. That is all for views and shit. You're there for views, not for summer.
Oh, it's so sad. And it's like
I'm
then
angry
if
now,
if
even
you
with my
wanted
teeth,
to
I'm not about to snap on that bitch.
Shares get fired up.
well, it's a mess. It really is. But you know what?
Yeah.
I think Candace could fight. I really do. I think people might, well, she's had a rough life and I don't know, she just strikes me as the type of person that I wouldn't, if I see her, we're going to fight. Be careful. I think she could take care of herself.
Yeah, I got a feeling she could. God. So for those of you who don't know, I'm up here with Alex Erickson.
Mhm.
She's a phenomenal YouTuber.
And a tie-dye artist.
Yes, and actually, I wore this shirt because I thought you'd like it.
I do like it. I love it. Thank you guys.
My surgery mask that I ruined.
Oh my goodness. Ta-da. So pretty. But dang, that sucks. It's ruined. Maybe you can get it out.
By the way, her email for her tie-dye. Oh, I thought that was Molly Gold. Molly Gold. That freaked me out for a minute. I'm like, what is that bitch doing in here? What are you doing to me?
I did the same thing, probably, when I saw it.
I don't know why that made my heart stop for a second. I was like,
Oh my God, she's here.
oh my God, she's here. Oh my God. Oh, that would be interesting.
I would, because I would
Thank you,
love to have her on the panel.
But what I was gonna say is Alex's information is in the description, and Cotton Candy Boobs actually got one of my hoodies and sent it to Alex to tie-dye, reverse dye. I don't know, but it looks awesome. So she does custom work. If you hit her up, and it's all in the description. Her channel and her email for the tie-dye.
Oh, thank you guys. Thank you so
Mhm.
much. Hold on just 1 second. Let me I gotta mute this for just a second. I gotta call.
All right. I haven't been seeing the chat, but good morning, everybody.
Shoot, I'm kind of feeling like I might go live later
Oh, go for it, baby.
if my mouth.
Okay. So you guys, I did email Bullhorn Betty because I haven't been shy about my feelings on that situation, just because I'm not into like the drama, but if it's directly impacting a case, especially one that I care so much about, I can't help it but try to get my points across. So I emailed her and I was like, I've been critical of some of the things that you've said and done, but I would like to agree to disagree. But I'm curious if you would come on my channel and answer the tough questions, because I've got some hard ones for her. I've got some, but she didn't write back. So,
Well, maybe she will. You never know. So.
Yeah, maybe she still will. She's a little busy right now, but
that
People
would be
certainly
really
don't like to be criticized, but holy crap, what they're doing. Like just screaming through a bullhorn up at their house. I could not believe
That's
what I was
wild.
watching.
Oh, I know.
And then the neighbor came and told him to get out of there, which was hilarious.
It was hilarious. Oh my gosh. I can't believe what I'm watching either. I just don't see how that. See, that's what I'm saying. People want to criticize, like Cher, yet she's actually getting information, getting him to talk. We've got a lot of things because of those calls, recordings, and different interviews from her. That actually may help find and do some digging and find out what happened. But I don't think that screaming at him in front of their house. I'm critical of Dawn and Candace, but man, that's just rough. They're missing their daughter. How are you out there screaming at them? It's just heartbreaking because we don't know if it was them or not.
No, that's it. We don't know. And like, what's the goal? Like, are they just going to be like, I can't take it anymore. I got to come out and confess. Like, is that what they're hoping for?
I
Like,
guess.
other than that, I can't see a point to it.
Well, I think since when they were protesting in Florida and they were outside of Cassie Laundrie's house, Cassie did come out and talk, but it is my opinion she had that interview with Good Morning America anyways. That's why she
Yeah,
did it.
that's
Yeah.
why she did it.
But they think, they got her out there talking. So I think that maybe they think they're going to get him to talk doing that. I don't know. What else would be the purpose? Like you said, I'm not sure.
Listen, you know what Don likes? When you are nice to him. When you're like, hey, Don, I believe in you, but maybe not so much your wife, but here's why. Like, I tell Don these things. I don't just kiss his ass like people think. I straight up said, I think you know more, but I don't trust your wife. Do not take charges for your wife, Donald. But
Yeah.
they're going about it all wrong. Standing out there saying, we want you behind bars. You're animal torturers or abusers. And I have to say, kid issue aside, them animals do look cared for.
Yeah.
They weren't aggressive because all of them at the driveway are strangers, technically.
Yeah.
And they were not aggressive towards them, and they looked fed. They did not look undernourished.
Well, don't they take in stray animals and feed them and stuff? Like, isn't that what we were told a long time ago?
I know what we were told, but I also know how the country work and how the country that are probably drug runners, let's be honest, if anything. Let's put sex trafficking aside and just think, I definitely think they are drug runners, okay?
Yeah, absolutely.
And usually, like in Minnesota, you will see people with a bunch of dogs because the dogs are an alarm system. They
Yeah.
alert you before someone's up to your house. And usually they're going to have a bunch of dogs. When you see that, usually the dogs are aggressive though. So maybe they did just get a bunch of dogs left there at one point. But however, them dogs are friendly. Like they're around people. You can tell. Like, I don't
Yeah.
believe the story of the dogs. I think the dogs are their alarm system, and anyone that's country will probably agree with that. But
Yeah, I grew up in a place that's so similar. I mean, I'm here now in West Virginia, about 2.5 hours from them. And it's so similar, even the mountains and the woods, it just looks so much like that. And you're exactly right. I had not even thought about that.
Yep.
Yep.
That's very normal. You got some dogs that are trained to, when a car comes up there, they'll rip bumpers off the car. They'll try to bite into the tires and pop the tires. Like, the dogs are the alarm system and security, kind of.
Yeah, even in like not country, but more like in the hood, they'll, pit bulls. There's a lot of drug houses will have, dogs outside. Wow, Cher, I had not even put that together, but I bet you're right.
Yep.
Used to intimidate. Yeah.
But yeah, worrying about how they're treating the dogs and then screaming into a bullhorn when the dogs are 5 feet away. I mean, that pissed me off.
Yeah.
But you could see the dogs running away because that would hurt their ears.
Because their ears are so sensitive, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
They didn't.
Also, yeah, they're screaming animal abusers. They don't have charges for being animal abusers. First of all, none of them do. Yes, they got charges for child abuse, but Don doesn't. I don't think. I don't know, but Candace does. But anyway, I don't know. That's to me, that's not. They're going about it all wrong. But whatever.
Yeah, and then expecting him to talk to him. Why would they? And also, like,
oh, Don's so bad he won't go search for his daughter with us. Well, you're the same people literally incriminating them right there and trashing them and calling them all of these names, and then you're going to try to make them look bad why they won't go out with you?
Wait, but are they even searching?
No.
I didn't think so.
They're just there to cause chaos. That's all.
I saw them in Walmart, shit, in Target, in the dollar store, shopping and eating in restaurants more than looking for Summer.
Oh man, I just hate so much whenever when people this is a missing baby. You know what I mean? This is serious, and it's just I can't stand when it's made into like this reality TV circus mockery bullshit. You know what I mean?
Oh, completely. Yeah, and that's all it's become now. Because we've gone over all the evidence that we can, So now it's just down to bickering about who's right and who's wrong and harassing the people that you can get to.
Yeah. What did you think about that Dudley?
I never did see that interview, but a lot of people do think that he was fairly genuine.
I thought he was genuine too. Hey, Cotton.
Yeah, and all we have is Don's word about him, and we know that Don has told some pretty big lies. So,
Yeah, but Dudley, you can tell there's the way Don talks about Dudley. He's trying to get in trouble and trash him. Dudley, yeah, he wanted to defend himself, but he went about it a little bit different than Don. Don't you think, Alex?
Yeah, I think
It
that
wasn't
Dudley,
so much. It was about trying to more tell a story than really trash Don. But at the same time, letting everyone know Don's a liar.
and I think Dudley seemed like just a regular dude, like he was just, taking up for his name and trying to just get out of the limelight. He doesn't want all the attention. He's not. I don't know. He just seemed genuine to me. So.
Hey, Seth. Good morning. Checking.
I just want to point out that, y'all, you can't make Cher mad. Did you hear that bang just now?
What'd you do?
She literally just broke the frying pan.
Oh man.
What are y'all? Cher Hulk.
Are you guys getting ready to cook breakfast?
You did?
Did I?
Yeah.
I didn't even know.
See, she didn't even. She wasn't even aware that she broke the frying pan.
That's funny.
Whoopsie, Molly owes us a frying pan.
Do you guys do like bacon, eggs, and that kind of thing? Like cook big breakfast like that?
No.
We usually don't do breakfast. We do the coffee thing. That's about it.
Yeah. I don't do. Well, usually we eat like something you don't have to cook to that extent. But man, I love a good breakfast like that. Bacon and eggs and.
I hate eggs, but I love the smell of them. It's weird.
That is weird. I hate the smell of eggs, but I love it.
Most people are the opposite. Yeah.
Yeah. Good morning, cotton candy boobs. Hey, by the way, I have your package boxed up and ready to go. It's just we got about 11 inches of snow, so I wasn't able to go out Friday, but on Monday morning, tomorrow morning, first thing I'll send it out.
There you go.
So what are you guys thinking about Robin at this point? I want to go back and watch that interview again. I was thinking it was so interesting how she was so nervous for it to come out.
Oh, yeah.
And so thinking about that, it just makes me want to go back. I think Amber and Kelly may have done that recently, but I wasn't in that one, or I wasn't in the chat in that one. But I really want to do that. But what are you guys thinking about that at this point? Anything?
There's something off with her. Ever since that she was all excited about going to help search, like I'm going to pack up lunches and we're going to make a day of it. And that was weird. Like I guess she's like a bubbly, positive person for the most part.
Every phone call I've had with her has left me with what the fuck moments.
Yeah.
Every phone
There's no shortage of those with everybody in this case, actually.
But the shit Robin says as a church member, it just fucks me up to see that Molly lightly profile in here.
You know what? Is she a dental hygienist? Okay, I thought so.
Yeah.
Well, Mark says I want to think she is genuine. I do too, but there's a few things that make me think she's not.
She's not. Mark Klein, no, she is not a genuine person. Sorry, Alex, but I have to say, I called her out one day. I don't know if you guys remember the prayer circle where she straight up said, well, Candace isn't here because she's sick in bed, and Don, Don, always working. And I was like, hold up, what? Because I was video chatting with them that whole day and like 5 minutes before that prayer circle. And Don had told me like, we're not going to the prayer circle or whatever. So I already knew they weren't going. But then Robin went online and lied about why they weren't there. And I knew what was really going on in the house. And so I actually texted Robin and I said, so were you just being kind? You know, like, why did you just lie? Because I know that that's not true what you just said. And she ignored that text message. She answered everyone after that, but she ignored that one. And I said, so did you just lie for them? Or like, what's up with that? Because I know that Candace is fucked up on meth right now, passed out in her bed, and Dawn is drinking right now, drunk as shit right now at home, no shirt on the couch,
Oh my
video
God.
chatting.
Do you
So I know he's not at work either. So I straight up asked her, I'm like, why did you say that? And she ignored that. So it was at that point I knew that I feel like I should say, I don't know for sure, but it's my feelings from that point on that I feel like I'm right in my thoughts about her, because I've caught her in lies, saying that a 17-year-old mistress is okay and that people
Yeah.
are just crazy and shit like that. It's fucking weird.
Okay, two things. One, do you think that she
She's all
knew
on all kinds of shit, whatever she was on, all kinds of different drugs and just,
you
know,
can pass
like,
out, you can pass out
drooling
from
and
meth.
passed out. So
If
yeah.
you've been up for a week, you will pass out for days from meth.
Yeah. So
quickly.
I mean, I knew it was lies, and so yeah, I just was like, why are you saying that? Like, why
Wait,
are you lying for
do you
them?
think that she was lying, or did they lie to her, or did she
No,
know?
that's what I asked her. I said, so did they lie to you, or were you just being nice and covering for them? I asked her both ways, and it went ignored. But I'm telling you, I get the feeling she fucking lied for them, like she knew what they were doing.
Man, and her ex-husband, we hear that he would. Well, actually, I know people who know her, and that's why
Yes,
I asked.
he is a drug dealer.
Yeah, and so
Yeah.
she can't be that naive. You're not married to someone on drugs or dealing drugs or whatever, and you end up
She's
naive.
not. Let me tell you, Robin told me herself. She is every day in contact with both of them. She has told me that they all video call her at the same time, like that they each have two phones and that she'll be on one call at one and then he'll call her on the other or vice versa, and they're all video calling together. And she's a very huge person in that marriage.
Wow, what in the world? And then
It's
even
weird.
with that picture that came out of like the YouTubers and them, Robin was in there and she was
Yeah.
at the house that day and stuff.
Yes, Robin, I'm telling you, there's something. I actually, yeah,
I don't know, man.
I often wonder if she is the leader. Let me tell you.
Maybe she is. And
I
maybe she's covering for them because she was part of it. And I think that's why she's like, I've always wondered, because she's watched, like, why is she with Candace at her interview with Chris McDonough? It's like she's watching.
everywhere with them. She was there for the June 18th news interview. There's always, if not Robin, there's always at least one or two people from that church with them.
What the? So does Dawn still go into that church? Okay.
Yep. And now the church has security, which is kind of understandable. But it's weird that the security follows Robin around.
Oh, wow.
And
like her bodyguard type thing. Weird.
It's very weird.
What a bizarre oh my God, the whole situation. It's like, I think that's why why a lot of us get so stuck in it, because you don't know. There's so much you don't know. And it's just.
Yeah. A lot that we don't know. That's for sure.
Robin does mod for Benny. She does?
Yes.
Oh,
Mm.
wow, I didn't know that.
I didn't know that either.
Even more bizarre. It's like you think that like it can't get any crazier, and then you hear something else, and it's just like, what the f? Okay. Cher does look amazing. You really do, Cher, and it's only going to get better and better once you're out of pain.
Yeah. Yeah, you're getting better every day. You're talking better. You're You're looking better. You still got the chipmunk cheeks a little bit, which I love.
Robin was in the basement. That's what he said, Amber. I remember, they said that when that picture was taken, that it was after the protesters had been there and they were all like worked up, and Robin came out of the basement and they said a prayer and then they were all happy and took the picture.
Mm. That's just.
Maybe
There's so
Benny's
much
banging
weirdness.
Robin.
Oh God.
Maybe. Hey, Misdemeanor. I've missed a lot with this case too. It's like you can't possibly see everything. There's certain things like some of the not the main people, but the people off on the side I don't know much about. Like the what's his name? The one that was like living near the property. Gosh, what's his
Oh,
name?
JD.
Yeah, it starts with a J, right?
Mhm.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah,
just
he didn't
like
get
that.
talked about much.
Mm.
Well, also, by the way, Dudley actually said the police cleared him. He's cleared as a suspect. But Don and Candace aren't.
Okay. I was wondering about that because actually Bullhorn Betty said Dudley's been fully cleared, and
He has been. He has been.
okay, because on December 15th, remember they put out saying, we haven't officially cleared
Mhm.
anybody, so it must have been after that. Interesting.
Or maybe they just told him or something. So maybe they just said to him like, "I'm sorry, but I get the feeling from the last call that one girl did with Hawkins County. I get the feeling that Hawkins County's a little bit annoyed with Don and Candace at this point."
I know. That was
Yeah.
so cool you found that. Oh my gosh.
Mhm.
That was priceless. I think that I can't believe he even said that to her on the phone.
He was like, "They're just doing whatever you want to do. You all seen them." We're like, "Yeah."
They're
But yeah,
wilding out.
and like Mr.Cher was like, "Why would they deny? I don't think they were offered anything because why would they deny that then?" And I'm like, "Because it's on record. When it's through the courts, it's going to be on record what's happening with them, and the church is not allowing any of it. Just like they wouldn't take the free rehab from Dr. Phil because the church isn't allowing them to go anywhere. Because then guess what? Don's by himself. Nobody can go to rehab with Don from the church and be his little bodyguard and make sure of what he's saying. That's why he's not doing this."
Oh my God.
Mm-hmm.
To watch over him, basically.
He's
And make sure he
being
doesn't
monitored by the church. Like, I don't know why people can't see that, but there's a reason. Like, he's denying everything. That's why. Do you think that the church really wants him texting me still? Fuck no. But he still will reach out, and that I hate to feel like. I sometimes feel like he's stuck in something, and that he just can't get out. That's how I feel about Don. Honestly, that's how I feel because I know they don't want him talking to me, but he still reaches out, and I feel like it's a lifeline almost.
Well, I hope and pray that when they got these, it probably is a lifeline to him, honestly. It's like but when they get his phone record, like, remember they said they had all their electronics and the evidence from that, hopefully that they'll be able to put together some of that stuff and they'll be bust their ass if that's happening, which it does really look like it. I mean, it's just, why else do you have somebody going with you everywhere you go, watching over you?
And they always got to have the church. Even Robin, I need to have my big touchy-feely pastor with me to say anything. Like none of them will ever talk alone. It's crazy.
A big touchy-feely pastor with me.
Yeah, that was weird too. Everything's weird. God,
it is.
Just can't make heads or tails of any of this crap.
I know. But you know what? I did appreciate when Don said, he said on that phone call when they were trying to get him to talk to him, and they said they were protesting TBI. He said, why? Like, you don't know what they're doing. We don't know what they have. But at least he was speaking some kind of common sense to them, because it's like, dude, you are not police. You don't know half this shit they know. Why are you out here blaming people? They could have evidence. It definitely, Don wasn't involved at all, or neither one of them were. We don't know. We just don't know. So
Yeah.
I don't know. I think they'll learn their lesson pretty quick with that one, though.
I don't know. There's a weird mentality on YouTube that I always go back to the Cecil Hotel documentary. There was a guy there. He was a metal singer. His name was Morbid, and he was at the hotel a year before this girl went missing. But because one of his metal songs was about a woman being chased through the woods and killed, they somehow found this and found that guy and started blaming him. And the harassment of him got so bad, he actually tried to kill himself. And he wasn't there. He wasn't involved. It was like a year. He was there like a year
Wow.
before she was. And nobody apologized to him.
Oh my God.
They just moved on. They don't care.
Oh, that's
It's just weird.
Don and I actually talked about that one, about, you know, if they find out, people find out, even me, we find out we're wrong one day. He even said, he's like, do you think people will apologize? And I said, nope, they're just going to move on and pretend like it didn't happen and get on with the next case.
so
Yep.
sad.
And yeah, he actually mentioned that one day.
Well, I think that a lot of people will make excuses like, well, you got to admit they look suspicious or whatever. That's what I can just see it now. But do you guys remember when Heidi Broussard went missing, and it was after Chris Watts had just happened, and everyone blamed her fiance?
Everyone blamed him. Was it Shane or Sean?
Yep, Shane.
I did too. I was like, holy shit. He was doing everything Chris Watts did. He was doing this and rocking, and he was red.
That's the one that you
I showed you. Yep.
Yeah,
And
when she showed me that video, I said, I don't think he did it.
yeah, he
Because
did.
I was watching it, because he looked so uncomfortable but not nervous. He just looked like sad.
Yeah, one day I sat there with a bunch of missing people, and I played several videos for Mr.Cher. I played the McCanns, and I played that one, and I played Chris Watts again, and several other missing people, like people pleading for their missing family and stuff. And he would go through, and some of the ones I knew, but he didn't know. And he would tell me, innocent, guilty, and he got every single one right.
Oh, how cool. Well, have you seen the one of the Orrin and Orson West, the parents out there, like that really bizarre interview?
No, not yet. No, but I heard that, or actually I saw a part of the dad actually was saying something like Don Wells said. Is that the one where he was like basically stating the same statistics and sounding like Don and saying we should go through everyone's houses? I wish I could search everyone's house. Yeah, I did see that yesterday. And it sounded just like Don Wells talking.
I would love for you guys to watch that interview. They've been missing for a year now, but the parents are so suspicious to me, and their interview is so bizarre. And the dad, he says he starts getting mad at himself and starts saying random stuff that makes no sense. I don't know. You just have to watch it, and then you guys let me know. Cher, let me know if he says that they're guilty or innocent, and now I'll know if they did it. No, but
I'll definitely have a look at that.
Yes.
And what was with that? I think you covered this a little bit. That Harmony girl that was missing, but she wasn't reported missing.
Yeah, for 2 years, and so her mom I think has another kid now that she has, but she had Harmony and her little brother, and she lost custody, and the dad had her, and the dad and the stepmom claimed they hadn't seen her for since 2019. However, the stepmom was getting her on her food stamps this entire time. And the police just found out she wasn't with them. Now they're claiming, oh, Harmony's been with her mom, which is not true. But yeah, she's been missing for 2 years. Kelly went through the arrest affidavit of the dad and the stepmom. I haven't seen the moms yet, but oh my gosh. And there's another one. A little girl named Oakley Carlson. She was last seen February of 2021, and she wasn't reported missing until November of 2021. And her parents had a house fire in October or around the time that she was reported missing, and or no, it might have been in November, but anyways, around the time, and they didn't call the fire department or anything, and there's a lot of weird stuff happening with that one too. What is up with these parents? Kids miss. I'm sorry, if your kid's missing and you don't report it, you're involved. There's just that makes no sense.
Exactly.
It's crazy.
That's messed up.
I just don't know what to think about it. It's like Casey Anthony, but then she got she got off. I can't even believe she was found not guilty after not reporting Kaylee for so long.
Oh yeah, that's right.
I honestly don't. I don't know. Okay. There's a part of me that believes that it wasn't Casey Anthony that done that, but I don't know.
Wow. Well, you're not alone.
Also, she's wrong, because who doesn't fucking know where their daughter is for 31 days, no matter who did what, right? So
Yeah, absolutely.
I don't know.
And then you have Megan Boswell. Do you guys remember her? She hasn't been to trial yet. She didn't report Evelyn for a couple months.
Jesus.
And then she tells the police 12 different stories, and they lock her up for lying to police. And while she's sitting in jail, they find the baby in the barn, buried in the barn, in her dad's yard. So now she's charged with her murder and stuff, but she hasn't been to court yet. She's in Tennessee too, and I don't think she's not too far from Summer. Oh, Megan Boswell, yeah. You have to report your child missing within 24 hours. I know. Okay, well, have you guys heard when did Candace say that Summer went missing and she started looking for her, and then when they called 911? Because she claims at one point it was 2 minutes. She called Dawn, and then they immediately called 911. And now we're hearing stories that it was 4:30 she went missing,
I don't
and
think she went missing on the 15th at all. I think it was before that.
oh my God, it could
I
have been.
really do, because just because we've seen a couple photos, the dates could be changed on that, but there's something off about the 15th. I just don't. I don't feel in my heart that I think she went missing before that day.
Well, if she did, then a lot of more people are involved.
Yeah,
but that's possible.
I think that is what's going on here.
Hey, Mama Bear.
I definitely think that there should be at least 3 people that go to prison for this.
Oh, wow. Well, you know what? That would make sense. And we've seen it, just like we're talking about Orrin and Orson West. People theorize that they went missing long before, but then the parents, called on this specific day and had this whole thing that they told them that was because the neighbors released footage that shows their story was lying. There was not 2 little boys out in the backyard that just wandered off. There was nobody wandered off from there, because their neighbors had cameras on them the whole time. Wow, it's possible. And then they could have posted things to make it look like it was that day, but then we have to think about Hunter, and so
Well, yeah, I'm going to be putting a video up about Hunter, because that whole deleted text thing, I went back and listened to that, and there are 3 giant red flags for me with that. So I'm going to be making a video about that. I don't believe he was telling the truth about that.
When's it going to be posted?
Well, I got to make the video, so maybe by tonight.
Oh, yay, that'll be awesome. I can't wait to see it.
Also, Hunter says he would keep going through Candace's phone even before the trouble. It's almost like he was a jealous boyfriend wanting to check up on her.
Yeah, Cher's they had some kind of relationship.
His own grandma said they did, so
I'm convinced too. There's actually, you can go back and see when he, a year ago or a year before
Summer got gone, to be honest, she witnessed something.
A year before Summer went missing, I've thought about that. Hunter put he's in a relationship, and underneath Candace is like,
and then he tells Kristen, I want to post pictures of me and my girl.
I think so too. I'm with you on that. I totally agree. I think there was something going on there. Why are you hanging out with a kid that age? You're buying them vapes and beer, and it's not like that. That her
It's
boys were
wrong.
there playing or something.
Drugs too.
Yeah, just him being with them that day is all. It's weird.
Yeah. What in the world? You were a grown woman in your 30s. Like, why are you hanging out with a 15-year-old kid or what, however old he is? I forget. 14, 15, 16, something like that.
Yeah.
They definitely, a lot of people think they might have had a relationship. Wow. And if Summer saw that, I think Candace, well, that would explain, Dawn not really knowing not knowing what happened and kind of believing her, because he always seems to be like telling us how much she loves Summer, how loving
Mm.
she is, how caring Candace is. Like, he tries to make her look more loving and nurturing than she is for some reason.
Yeah, but I think you take any parents that have a missing child, they're gonna do that.
Yeah,
Like
that's
they're
true.
gonna talk each other up, and I think everybody in this is definitely it's like kind of half true. Like they're all trying to make themselves seem
Yeah.
better than what they actually were.
I was thinking like about the lying and stuff. Maybe it's very possible that there's other things they don't want people to find out that they were doing. Then that's why they lie. Even if it's just drugs and stuff like that, that could answer timeline discrepancies and different things like that, where they've kind of lied or misspoke or whatever. If they're hiding other stuff, not necessarily, about Summer.
Yeah. Far away eyes. Didn't Hunter say that he hadn't seen them for a long while before that day? I'm not sure,
He
but
did. He said, I haven't been up there for a week either, but that's not true because in September, there was a police call because Candace wouldn't let Drew and Hunter.
yeah, we heard Allie's 911 call. She had to call the police because she couldn't get to Dawn Candace's to get her kids. Because Candace said she'd blow her head off or something. So there's definitely a big rift between them. So it was odd that it would be fine for Hunter to just hang out with them.
That's what makes no sense. You call 911 on them because you couldn't get your kids back, and she threatens to blow your head off, but you still let your minor child leave with her.
Yeah.
Also, you leave your boys wherever to go on a fishing trip or swimming, and then you bring somebody else's minor son with you. Like, it's just all wrong.
Yeah, there's just a whole lot of weirdness with everybody in there.
Well, what about, you remember when Allie says that, she wasn't, Candace was trying to keep her from looking at Summer that day? Wouldn't let, what does she say? She wouldn't let her go up to the truck to look in the window, or when Candace was sleeping. And to me, I never believed her, but if she didn't go missing that day, that could make sense. Or there's many reasons why she would lie about it. I don't know. It's just a freaking mess.
Yeah, I do. I could see, I didn't really want to get on the whole she went missing before the 15th. But the other thing that Hunter said, it kind of made me seem like that they were just going off of the picture the video that they saw. Because Hunter said he was sitting in the middle and he put the milk in the middle and once he got out. But we know from the picture, Summer was sitting in the middle and the milk was on the seat beside her. So Hunter wasn't sitting in the middle. He was sitting on the left behind the driver.
So weird.
So how did he get that wrong when he was retelling it to Chris?
I don't think that's true, to be honest. I'm going to be real here, and I'm going to say Hunter was in the passenger seat because Grandma wasn't there at all. Where is she on any of the TikTok videos?
Well, some woman was talking
in the car at 3:30, and when I think Candace left her house with Summer again. I do not believe Grandma was at that water hole with them that day. I don't believe it.
Oh.
Yeah.
Why would she want to go walk around a place like that when she had just been hurt her
Yeah,
knee?
and here's the thing. Also,
Mhm.
what she told Chris McDonough, that she walked her mom down there to the shoreline, right? Well, we've seen the TikTok videos of streaming around. So unless Grandma's sitting in the van, Grandma's not there. I
Right.
believe Summer was always right there in the middle because we see the candy spilt on the other side. Nobody was sitting on them Skittles wet, especially, or them candies wouldn't be yellow and green and red no more.
Yeah.
Mm.
That's a good
And so I think Hunter was in the passenger seat. And
Who do you guys think is in the video?
I think it sounds like that Allison girl or whatever. Leslie.
Leslie.
It sounds like Leslie.
Oh,
I think it does kind of sound like Grandma, but I could be wrong. I don't know.
I don't.
I don't think it's Grandma at all. I've
Don't
heard
think
Grandma
it-
on the phone and she sounds different than that to me.
Oh, yes. And you have to remember that Allie's not allowed to speak on a few hours from that day. Yeah. And that was on Matt's interview. She couldn't speak on a couple of hours of that day because of the interrogation, were her words.
Yep. And you know what? I did see that. I think I Googled it. Sometimes when law enforcement takes stuff from your phone, it will clear it off your phone. If they download like certain way, I don't know. I need to look it up again because it's been a while. But it is possible that that's why everything was erased
Mm.
because of the way it had been extracted from it, I guess. Or
Yeah.
maybe they didn't want them to be able to go back, look back over it to try to get their story straight or something like that.
We're shared all over social media.
Huh. I don't think Grandma was at the swimming hole because didn't they swim while Grandma was at the hospital? Candace claimed that Grandma was there.
I know,
what-
but I don't believe anything that bitch says.
No, I don't either. But that's why. Yeah, that's why there's questions about it. See that?
Yeah. I don't.
Well, we're questioning everything for sure, but yeah, some of it, I don't know. I think we're getting a little bit tinfoil hatty with some of this stuff. But
It's
on
hard
the other
not
side of
to.
the coin, though, I mean, there's definitely something that we don't know. Otherwise, Summer would have been found already.
Little tinfoil hatty.
Candace just went by yesterday and said that someone went missing at 4:30.
Who did?
Candace.
Candace said Summer went missing at 4:30.
But
Yeah.
911 wasn't called until 6:29.
Yep. That's what I was talking about. Like now all of a sudden we're hearing 4:30.
I'm telling you.
Well, and Don was saying he got home at 5:30.
Yeah.
So
Yep. I'm telling you, they're going by a script, and that's why they keep trying to correct Don, but Don has 5:30 in his head for a reason. I've been saying that.
he keeps saying
That
it over and
stands
over.
out to him, and he can't get that right in his head ever, because it's what he remembers probably seeing on the clock. And I do believe that the missing child drill has to do with this. It's just the timing, that drill, that church, everything. I can't. Like, it's just so fucked up.
Yeah, that's
And the
some
way Don
weird
Hutton
stuff.
is scripted, and that 5:30 thing, that can't not change in his head for whatever reason.
Yeah, and that was like if you go back and watch Cher's interviews with Don, you can see that whenever he gets to a point where he has to come up with an answer, he dances around it and goes to the church. Every single time.
When he doesn't remember
Wow.
what he could say, he starts talking about the church again.
I love those interviews. That's kind of how Cher and I started talking because I started like watching and talking about her interviews, but it's been a while. So I'd like to go back and look over them again because I'm sure things would stick out now that maybe didn't at the time. Sorry about that, you guys.
Yeah, we should probably watch them again too.
Yeah. Yeah, because there's stuff that we've definitely forgotten from there. And I know when we're doing those, especially me, like when I was looking at Don and taking it all in, I believed him.
Yeah.
But we know now that he's definitely capable of lying.
I wish that all of that was being recorded. Well, we kind of got some of it recorded when that whole chaos started, but I think that got deleted now. But,
Yeah, I think we got some of it still, but
well, I just will never forget, like,
yeah, when all that
look
fiasco
on
with
your
the
face
the mafia thing and then the fake arrest thing, that was it for me.
yeah, the change in like watching him go, Mr.Cher go from totally like supporting Don, believing Don, and then that day happening, and I'll never forget. Like you were like almost like in a shocked state, like for all day.
Yeah, I could not believe it. I'm like, what the hell?
I tried so hard to be fair to the parents before that, but at that point, I just got pissed. That was just like, come on, man.
Exactly. Yep.
I never met Summer and would never prank, joke, anything about her disappearance, anything like that. You're her parents. How does that not feel wrong internally? I just don't get it. I don't get it at all. Cabin life, I hadn't heard about that, but I'll look into it. They say that Don on a live on Facebook said something about Summer died June of 2020. Not 2021, which we know that's not true about maybe he got the year wrong, but did he say that she passed? I'd be interested to see more about that.
Oh, Bailey, I've been seeing your comment. Yeah, she'll have a look at it. They want you to look at Molly's video at the church.
I'm halfway through that.
I haven't seen it yet.
And I sent it to Don and Robin, by the way.
I haven't seen it yet, but I don't think it's okay to record people without their permission.
Yeah, no matter what you think of them, that's wrong because Don just texted me. I know they are so wrong. Oh, he just sent me a screenshot of the JLL guy that's out bullhorning him. Look, Don, we knew again you would back out. You lie about everything. You point fingers at everyone else. Your neighbors hate you and Candace. Shame. Candace is going to prison. More protests planned outside your house. We told the Hawkins County sheriffs we will be there. Wow, they're really just digging in on Don.
You're harassing the parents of a fucking missing baby. Oh my God.
Yeah, well said, Alex. That's just sad. What the hell does it matter with these people? We don't know that they're guilty. You might suspect that they are, but that does not give us the right to go and harass these people. Yeah. We are not law enforcement. That's not our place. We can dig through information and look for clues and whatever, but going real life, that is not our place.
I'm suspicious as hell of them, and I would never do that because what if I'm wrong? They could be up there. They could be acting all crazy because they're grieving, or they could not. We don't know what happened. Something could have happened that they didn't have as much of a choice in as we think, or we just don't know. So it's not good to say 100%. We know for sure. What'd you do to her? Hit her with the rock? Oh God, that just disgusting.
What the hell? That's disgusting.
It is. It really is.
Those people are just trash. Holy shit! It drives me nuts. That punk with the bullhorn and the dogs running away because he was hurting their ears and saying that they're child abusers and stuff. Oh God! If I was there.
Well, that neighbor, he's like, I don't even like them, but dude, my mother-in-law is having chest pains. Like there's other people, you can't. It's just. Oh yeah,
sound carries out there. Like there's other people around.
Yeah.
It's gonna be irritating a lot of people. I can't believe the cops didn't.
That's what Don just sent me. That's the way they're talking to him and expect him to go hang out with them and do shit with them.
Look at what the living conditions are. That's neglect and abuse. Yeah.
They're sending me a bunch of stuff that they've been sending him. So I'm going to go live tonight and we'll show you guys the shit that they've been saying to him privately because it's disgusting.
Yeah.
And then dragging them for why. I'm literally going to go live tonight with a sore face and everything because this is bullshit.
What time?
And I just want to say, Jonathan, You're a piece of shit.
Yes, you are. I cannot believe you, Jonathan. And I actually liked him, but that's bullshit.
Well, you know what? I've never seen Mr.Cher get bad like that. But at what
It
time,
takes a while.
Cher? I can't wait. I cannot wait to see that.
I told him to send me more of those texts.
Yeah. Yeah, we'll blast the hell out of them.
Cher, Amber says your main channel, and also, do you know what time you'll do it? What are you thinking?
Yeah, I'll do it on Voices, I guess, probably.
Probably 7.
Yeah, I'll plan for like 7, around 7.
Okay, awesome.
Maybe I'll get my video done beforehand
Yeah.
and we'll premiere it right before the live or something. We'll see what happens today.
Who knows? I mean, Lord have mercy. In a couple hours, there could be so many more things that happen in between now and then.
No, I'm gonna rest my. It sounds bad, but I'm gonna rest my mouth, and then I'm gonna go off tonight.
Yeah, no talking for the next few hours. Just
Yeah.
lay down.
Getting ready to drag a hooker.
You know, I was going to go to Tennessee a few months ago and found out my mom got breast cancer and everything. So I spent most of my time with her. Well, now she's done with all of it. And so I was really wanting to go back. I have a few things I wanted to do. And now it's like, I thought they were going February 7th when he has court, but they went now and it's ruined it. I won't be able to go there and talk to anybody or get any information because they're going to be so fed up and disgusted with YouTubers that. So
Oh, yeah.
I don't, and I don't.
I know what you're saying, but I kind of disagree because I think it's the way you go about it also.
Well, if you develop a rapport with them, and
Yeah, I
you
mean,
let them know this is what you're about, maybe, but
just don't go.
it's like everybody sells them this bill of goods and then turns on them.
You're not an asshole, Allie. You go in there nice, and people will want to talk to you because you're not out there doing what they're doing. It's totally different, and I think people would take to that a lot better than what they're doing. Like you heard what that man said to them on the driveway. Like, listen, we don't like them either, but like this isn't okay how you're going about it. So
good point.
It's how they're doing it.
I bet if you talk to him with some respect and, common courtesy, maybe he would talk to you a little bit like that neighbor, or you're right. You're right.
Yep.
Yeah, Dawn will talk to people.
I think if you have that planned, I think you should still do it because I think you will get more information and more people talking to you than what they're getting because of your style.
And if I do it, I'm not going to tell anybody. I mean, I would tell you guys privately before, but not YouTube or anything. And I'm not, I can't do it without donations. No, I'm doing it because I want to. With my own, my own money, without donations. That's not what it's for. It's a mission for like information and all, to help. It's not about this is a job, blah, blah, blah. I can't do it if I'm not getting paid. No, this is what I do because I want to do it because I care. I don't give a shit about that. I don't. I mean, obviously we all we all need money to live, but that's not what life's all about. And you can't, I don't know. I just don't like that.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I don't like it either.
We wanted to go down there, but I mean, with COVID and everything, there's no way.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
if we could have gone down there to interview them and talk to them, we absolutely would have, but we were always impartial.
Right. Well, what's the rules for you guys to go to the States? What do you have to do coming from Canada?
Well, it was, I don't even know what the rules are now, but it was before, like, no non-essential travel. So I wouldn't have been able to go.
Okay.
Maybe I did go on my way from Minnesota to Canada. Maybe I did stop in Tennessee for a while.
Dude, y'all should. Wouldn't that be so awesome? I would love, for you guys to go down there. I would meet y'all there because I believe that you could actually, I still think that you guys, but you know them. That's why I feel like.
We have to be fully vaccinated to leave the country now.
Oh, wow. Okay. Damn. I'm
vaccinated. I am anti-vax, even though I'm gonna have to get it if they continue on with this, just so I can cross the border to see my kids.
Yeah, I might have to get it just so I can keep working.
Well,
Yeah.
I'm vaccinated because my mom was really sick, and I was not chancing getting her sick. But also, and I believe in science, I believe in medicine and stuff, but I also am pro-choice. I don't think that you should get to tell people what to do with their body in any way. I think that, if you're going to talk about being pro-choice in one way, you can't be forcing them to do other things. I just don't like that. And it's like this.
Agreed.
The vaccine will keep you, they say, from getting like really horrible COVID, hospitalized, that kind of thing. If you don't care about that, that's on you. You can make that decision yourself. Why are we trying to force other people? Like, if you are really that worried, get it yourself. That will make you feel better and move on with your life. But don't
Yeah.
try to tell other people, force people to do things that they're not comfortable with. And yeah, I just don't like that. That's crazy. You can't travel in Canada and stuff without it. And it's probably going to be
We
like
can't
that
even
everywhere.
go. We can't even go into the pot store because we are not vaccinated.
No pot stores, no
There's
restaurants.
certain, restaurants we can't go
No
in.
way.
And the weird thing is you take a fully vaccinated person and you take someone who's never been vaccinated and you douse them both with COVID. They will both spread it
Yeah,
the same
exactly.
way.
Exactly.
It does not matter. So what
If you were,
difference does it make?
God, I agree so much with that. It's like if you were keeping people if the vaccine was going to keep it from not like from spreading, then maybe I would feel a little differently because it's a public
Yeah.
health, But if everyone can get it and spread it, it really doesn't matter to me.
Yeah, I don't get my dad. Like we couldn't even have Christmas with him because he's so worried about it. And I think it's because if you just watch the news and you don't actually look into anything, they say that the vaccine is necessary and if you get it, you're fine, you're not going to get sick and everyone's going to be happy and live a long great life. But it's weird.
Yeah, it's so weird. Like I got it. I'm not scared of it. But I see why people are because it was developed so quickly. People are they question it, and that's smart to do. My dad is a chemist, and he, from the beginning, kind of encouraged me to get it to protect mom and stuff. But he had looked over some of the ingredients and things, and he basically said it's just salt, water, and things that your body would make on its own anyways and then you have that mRNA which goes out of your body within a few hours. It's basically just like a set of instructions that tells your body how to fight this bug if you get it, and then it's gone. And so I mean, but I think it's all about personal choice. I believe in it, like I said, I got it, but also I don't shame people who don't believe in it, and if they don't want to get it, then that's okay too. We all have our own. One person's opinion shouldn't be matter more than another person's, especially when it's a personal thing with your own personal body.
Yeah. I mean, I could see them enforcing certain laws, like you have to wear a mask in public and you have to stay 6 feet away from each other in public. Those make sense.
Yeah.
Like, and I know a lot of people are really anti-mask because, I mean, you're breathing through it. So obviously you could inhale the virus or exhale the virus, but it does help slow it a little.
Yeah.
So if you wear a mask and you're 6 feet away and you cough, it's less likely that you could transmit that virus 6 feet.
Yes. It'll
So
go
it
like
makes
a
sense
foot
that way.
versus it'll get with the mask on, it'll go like 10% as far as it would go without it. And
Exactly.
yeah, I'm the same. I believe in masks too, only because you can see with proven evidence that they do work in keeping some of that back and keeping sickness from getting through it. Now, I'm not, unless you have a filtered mask, it won't protect you from getting it. It's just going to protect you from protect other people. But if you have those like KN95 or the N95 mask, it can really protect you too.
Mm-hmm.
So,
Yeah, it can.
Oh, I'm so sorry to hear that, Michelle. We've lost family and friends to COVID. Oh my gosh. And
It
it's
is no joke, that's for sure. It's a legit flu, and it is very bad. There's
yeah.
no getting around that.
How many people have died now from it? And what about in Canada? How many?
I don't even know, but they fudged the numbers. Like they actually admitted that they fudged the numbers.
Oh
They
wow.
were putting people, like a guy gets in a car accident and dies. They were putting him as COVID death.
That's crazy. The car accident. Now I can see if like a cancer patient gets COVID and dies, it's a COVID
Mm.
death, even though cancer was one of the factors, because that's what made it, just like if you have cancer and get the flu, you can die from a common cold if you don't have an immune system.
Well,
But
yeah.
a car wreck? Come on now.
Oh yeah, it was bad. And then in the States they had those uh carriers, hospitals, like floating hospitals that the Navy used, and they were empty.
What?
They didn't even use them. So it was
They're
just
just
a whole
making
lot
it
of
look like.
weirdness.
Let me see. COVID deaths in the U.S. This says that there's been CDC COVID tracker. Was that in the U.S. they were fudging the numbers, or?
Yeah, it was. I can't remember what her name is.
Okay, so it says U.S. cases are at 60 million and there's 830,000 deaths. I think we only lose about like 50,000, between like 20 and 70,000 people a year to the flu. So that is quite a lot, but
Mm.
if the numbers, like, I think hospitals get they get bonuses when they have COVID patients, so that makes a lot of room for corruption.
Oh, uh-huh. Yeah. Arkansas. So if you choose not to get vaccinated and become sick, they can't choose not to care for you, and it overwhelms the healthcare system and workers.
Now, I don't like that's one thing with like the masks. The hospitals are overran and it's not fair. But also, people that are vaccinated are getting, sick too. So it's
Yeah.
if it
Yeah.
was keeping you from it, it'd be different. But
Oh yeah. If you got the vaccine and you couldn't get COVID,
yep,
it'd be fine. Everyone would be vaccinated
yeah.
because they want to be. But that's not even what happens. People still get it.
I don't know. I think these kind of topics get people really worked up, and rightfully so,
Mm.
because death, when you're losing people to stuff like this, or maybe you're a nurse or a doctor, it's so personal to you. So I don't want to be disrespectful to anybody that's doing that. I am so appreciative to our healthcare workers. They
Oh
are
yeah.
literal heroes. To go out when this first started, to go out there and still keep working with all the fear mongering, and we don't know what's going on, how deadly. I mean, just the craziness that happened. That was brave, and I really do appreciate that. So, I don't want to be disrespectful. I appreciate our healthcare workers.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, and I will get fully vaccinated if my heart and my issues that I've been having aren't related to getting vaccine. I'm not getting another jab until I know for
Yeah,
sure I'll be okay. But if that's not the case, I probably will get fully vaccinated
yeah.
because I have MS and everything. And I mean, if
You're
it's
more
going
at
to
risk.
if it's going to help me fight it off, then I'd be stupid not to. But I don't like being told what I have to do.
Yeah, I totally agree with you. But you're right. If you have, with you having like the other health issues, it probably is better to do it just to keep something,
Hmm.
don't want nothing to happen to you.
Yeah, exactly.
Amber said, I think healthcare workers probably have PTSD from COVID, especially in 2020. I agree with that. I bet they do. I think a lot of people, it's just crazy. It's been a mess.
It's had a huge impact on everybody.
Yeah. Even the babies. Think about the newborn babies who've been born since this, and they've never been out and seen people without masks, or you know what I mean? And
Mm.
it's crazy. And
Just made my thumbnail for tonight.
let us see it.
Hold on.
Oh, I can't wait. I can't
She
wait.
is so good at the thumbnails. She makes all my thumbnails. She's so good at that.
You guys are good together as a team. I love you guys as a couple. For one, you're so supportive of each other. You're the perfect balance, but you're good at editing videos and she can do thumbnails. So you could.
Yeah, it's a perfect match. And here's her. You were asked if you're a 10-cent hooker.
Share.
Ouch. So tonight's going to be a rough one.
She said.
Perfect team. Someone said I cried on the drive to work the first half of it. Oh, so sorry. My sister had a mental breakdown and she's an RN. Oh, man.
Someone asked me, I saw it before the chat jumped, if I had 2 jabs. No, I just got the one. But I had that one jab, and then like 3 weeks later, I started having heart palpitations and shit.
Oh, so you did get the first one.
Yeah, so I don't know if it's because of the vaccine, but with Canada, everything takes forever to diagnose. So I'm waiting until I'm totally in the clear before I get another one.
Cher, what do you think of the Canadian healthcare system versus the U.S.?
It's horrible. It is very, very bad, and and also it's very, very expensive here. I
Oh,
I
wow.
think he would get better treatment in the States, to be honest. But
Okay.
all his family and stuff is here. I don't know.
Yeah.
Well, moving to the States isn't outside the realm of possibility, that's for sure. But as it is, like with like my medication I take for MS, Tecfidera,
Yeah.
it is about $800 a month for that medication. But because of Canada and I get grants and stuff, I only pay $60.
Oh, wow.
So that's the biggest reason why I kind of have to stay in Canada, because if I move to the States, even with health insurance, it's a pre-existing condition, so I don't even know if I would get any kind of discount, and that's a lot of money.
I get so sick and tired of what they're trying to do to our healthcare system with the pre-existing conditions and stuff. That is such bullshit. People can't help it. And what the things that are I don't even get me started on that. But maybe it's possible that you could get good insurance that would cover it, and maybe you wouldn't have to pay so much, but you wouldn't know probably until you were there, and then it's like a toss up. That's a lot of
The
money.
insurance itself would be very expensive.
Uh-uh.
Just to get that high of insurance would be a lot of money. So
Yeah, true. And it's big pharma. They're disgusting. Why does that need to be that expensive? You can still make a profit, and so I just don't get why they charge so much for medications and treatments that you have to save your life. If you don't have, oh, it's so messed up.
I'll tell you why. Because of insurance companies. It's not big pharma. It's because of insurance companies. If insurance didn't exist, this medication would be cheap. Surgeries would be cheap. Hospital stays would be cheap, because no one would be able to pay $100,000 for surgery.
Right.
It's only that expensive because of insurance companies.
So they know they can do that because you're not paying it all. The insurance is paying a lot of it. But dang, man, it's crazy. Wow. Yeah, they're making bank, just like those the EpiPens. They were raised to an unbelievable amount, and people have to have those. Like if they have allergic reaction, they will die. Stop playing games with people's life. I don't like that. Just crazy. Hubby pays like $75 a month for the whole family. That's good. That's a good price. Insurance companies offering RNs $6 an hour to make calls and took home claims. Wow. Lip says I was charged $500 for one Tylenol at the ER. Just like an ambulance ride is like, $2,000 or something.
Oh, that's ridiculous. And ambulance, like if I call 911 and I'm taken by an ambulance to the hospital, which is like 3-4 blocks from here, it's like $600. That's not even covered by our healthcare system. But if we have to be airlifted, that's covered. So at least there's that. But
Yeah. Oh my God.
Holy crap. It's just
That's
weird.
not covered at all? Is it at all? Do you have to pay the entire $600?
Yeah, we have to pay it all.
Wow. Arkansas, my son has HIV and his medicine is $4,000 for 30 pills. I'm so sorry to hear that. But I'm glad they have life-saving medication. But Jesus, I mean, the price.
Yeah. How can you afford that? That's insane.
Why is it all like it's like money is all it all comes back to money. So many of our issues. Money is the root of all evil, but I am just so sick of it. It's like that's not the important money means nothing. When you leave this earth or when your life is over, you can't take it with you. Greed, absolutely. Well, you need it to live, obviously, but after that, to a certain I don't know. I just don't like the way people worship money. It's all about it.
Yeah. Oh, let's say they refused to allow me to drive myself. Like what? There was this was years ago, but there was someone who was having some kind of health issue. I think it was a heart attack or something. And they drove themselves to the hospital here, but they wouldn't let him in. They said he had to call 911 and they had to have the ambulance drive around the hospital, pick him up, bring him around the back.
What?
Just so they could get that money.
Oh my God.
Yeah, I think he actually filed a lawsuit. I don't even know what happened, but
Wow.
that was just ridiculous. They stopped doing that after that, but just so they could get that money.
It's disgusting. It really is. Ugh, I don't know, man. I guess you just have to, at least if you're aware that that's the way the world is and that some people are like that, and just keep your circle small away from people that are all about the money. That's the only thing you can really do, Just being aware that that's what causes so many of our issues. I mean, even look at even in Summer's disappearance. Think about like the text about the 50,000. There's so many times that it's led back to money or it's about money. And a lot of, I'd say a lot of, crimes are revolving around money.
Oh, yeah, sure.
Like if she was sold, what could be, I don't know, what could be so important? What do you need money for so bad? I just don't understand, but it happens all the time. Hey, Sherry.
Hello, Sherry. Yeah, it does happen.
Boom. Live setup.
All right, Sherry's got her live set up. Sherry in the chat.
Awesome. It started with
And I made it very clear I was not going to play nice with others tonight and that it would be drama based.
Yeah, it's going to be a bad one.
So if people want to say, oh, I put it in the description, do not click on the show. Because I'm speaking freely tonight. I've been dealing with pain for a week and I'm going to pop off.
And Mama's going off.
Amber,
you're fast. Amber already has your link for your live in here.
Holy
awesome
shit.
job, Amber.
You're awesome, Amber.
Thank you.
Amber is awesome. You guys are awesome too.
A lot of awesome peeps in here.
Yeah. Happy to find the awesome ones because there's a lot of crazy people out there.
Oh, and yeah, we could do the whole
once in a while
cuddling thing with Dawn and Candace, and we'd have 10 times the number of people in here. But I'd rather have like a small group, where we all get along and we can actually interact with each other, and it's civil.
Yep, me too. Me too, because I could do it too. There's so many times that, you can talk about drama and get all the views or, but to what extent? Because my mental health is more important than I don't give a crap about all the views and everything. I just want to be happy. I just want to be happy. So at a certain extent. But then again, when you feel like you have something to say, like Cher does tonight, I get it. Sometimes you just got to say it.
She'll do that. Yeah, she'll like bite her tongue for a few weeks, and then she's got to let it out.
My therapy.
Yeah.
At least it's not every show though. Like the last one was like dragging people every show. That's what I was doing. I was that person, but I bottle it up.
Well, I can't wait to see it. I think what you're bitching about is worth bitching about, in my opinion. So I'm happy to.
Yeah, she's not a drama channel, at least not anymore. But every now and then, it's gotta happen. But these people are even pissing me off. So, I mean, I get.
Yeah.
Normally, I can just like, whatever. But it's getting. If it's bugging me, it's got to be bugging her.
Yeah. Well, I usually won't talk about it. I don't like to do the talking about other creators and stuff. But when they are directly inserting themselves in a case, and then they're doing it in this manner, I can't help it. Sometimes I can't bite my tongue. It's like,
yeah. You just want to grab them and just shake them and say, "What the hell are you doing?"
Yeah. Do you understand? Like, wake the F up.
Yeah, and they're so deluded. They think they're doing something good.
I know.
And they have thousands of people following them thinking they're doing something good.
I know. And then they've got these wish lists with there's so much money that's going into it. And, like I said, like, I get it, because it costs money to do things, and it is a job. I totally get it. But also, you should do it no matter what. It shouldn't be you're doing this solely if you won't do it. Because I've actually heard Bullhorn Betty say this is a job. If we don't get the donations, we can't do it. No.
Yep. And then there they are with tags on their fucking clothes, a different jacket on every fucking day, brand new shit. Like, I can't.
Yeah.
I can't with them.
It's like, no, you do it no matter what. And if people want to help, then they can help. But it's not, then we see you don't care about the case, because I would do it no matter what. No matter what. You should have it in your head. It's going to cost me this much to go down there and blah, blah, blah. But it's important, so I'm going to do it.
Yeah.
We're going to Don's house because he didn't go meet them.
Yeah, well, why would he go meet them when all they do is say nasty shit about him?
Yeah.
Like, if your child was missing and these people were just insulting you left, right, and center in your family, would you go and have an interview with them? No.
And I mean, what are they thinking? If you actually knew the case and paid attention, you would see, one, Candace hardly wants to talk to anybody. And, Don will, but you're going to have to be very nice and careful about how you do things if you ever want to talk to them. Both of them.
Yep. I mean, I tell him exactly how I feel, but I'm nice to him. He knows my true thoughts and feelings, but I'm not an asshole to him. And look he can't quit me.
Yeah.
You're respectful and caring, but also I don't know, you do it in such a different way. Even when you are saying, like, kind of exposing something bad, you do it in a way that it's like, it's for Summer and it's out of care and concern. It's not like doing it for views and I don't know, it's just different.
No, if you want views, all you got to do is say what nasty people Don and Candace are, and you'll have
way more views than
10 times the views.
Whatever they want to call me, a sympathizer.
That's true. You could have went on there. Found him in the bathroom.
Oh God, I'm so sorry, Michelle. That's horrible.
Oh, Michelle, I am so sorry. My cousin, that happened to her a few years ago, and it's been really rough. I'm really sorry to hear that.
Yeah, I heard that they did that dream catcher. They went in and recorded Robin's daughter.
I haven't watched that.
But I heard that they did that.
I'm halfway through the video.
That is not okay.
You sneak
What
in
did
Rick
Robin's daughter have to do with the case?
Well, I
Yeah.
sent it to Robin and Don, and so I think they're gonna
Is
figure
it
that
even
out.
legal to do that?
That can't
No.
be, especially since the church has posted no filming. On the outside of the church, it says no filming or photography allowed.
Well, there's that, but then YouTube's rules, it's technically you cannot have even an image of a child, technically, and
Wow.
make any money off it. You have to label the video as made for children
Okay.
if they're children on the video, technically.
Oh, I didn't know that. And then it's on the church and they're sneaking in with pins with cameras. I mean, come on. Be respectful. This is an important true crime case. This is not drama. This is not YouTube BS. Like, you have to be respectful to the people involved in the name of Summer, for God's sakes. Piss me
Yeah,
off.
this isn't bickering back and forth between creators. This is real people.
Yeah. Ah. YouTube will strike a video for that.
They can. Yep. I mean, generally, like, if you're filming a crowd and there's children in there, I mean, obviously YouTube's not going to do anything about that. But like, if you're focusing in on a child and you don't have that parent's permission and shit, yeah, that's a big no-no for YouTube. It's a big no-no just for decency. You just don't do that.
No, I agree. There's just has to be, you have to treat other humans with a certain level of respect. You know, that's just me. My parents raised me not to treat people like that. So I guess some people are just effed in the head.
Yeah, do unto others.
Yeah.
It's not a difficult concept. I wouldn't want people, like if Cher went missing, I wouldn't want people showing up here threatening me, calling me names, and
Yeah.
standing outside my house with a bullhorn. And
You know what? If I was joking the other day, if I went missing, it would be a big problem for him because I came home from surgery spitting up. There's blood all around this house right
got
now.
blood all over the place.
Yeah, and I'm like, oh shit! If they get me, you're in trouble.
Yeah, I'm glad I actually put that live of you getting the dental work done.
Yeah.
Because even people seeing her now, like her face is all swollen and bruised.
Well, you know what? If one of our family members went missing, any of us that are like this involved in true crime, I believe we might be suspicious.
Yeah, I can tell you that if something happened like that in my family, I would not talk to any YouTubers.
No.
I would not. Not with all the circus that goes on with these cases.
I would, but it would be the ones that I trust and only them. And I would strike anyone else that took my shit. I would make sure only like Alec, CDT, Amber, Mama Kim, and you. J for Justice.
Yeah, I would do that with you. Like if it
Yeah,
was
nobody
my
else.
child or something like that, I would speak all the public places I could that were trustworthy, but not like the news, the press conferences, and then the people I know are trustworthy.
Yeah, I wouldn't be doing YouTube interviews.
I do think YouTube should have waited until, like, I think YouTube should have been maybe like now, you know what I'm saying? Like, let the news, let the media kind of take it so that, it's been good all around the world. It's national at that point. Everyone's done what they can do. Then here come the YouTubers after 7 months, trying to, what can we figure out? I don't know.
Yeah.
YouTubers were involved day one, and that I think is a problem.
Because it does impede the investigation. You're right. I mean, it really does. The police have put it out there. It's not helping. Social media is hurting their case. It's making things hard, and they're saying we're not working with anybody. They've tried to be as clear as they can about that.
Yeah, and there's a few things like that we were doing. There's a few things I still have never put on YouTube with talking to Don and stuff, and it's never been shown as of yet anyway on YouTube. And there's certain things that I did show, we made sure TBI had it for a few days before we ever said anything on our channels.
Yeah.
Like we wanted to give them time to do whatever, and then I'd wait like 3 days, 4 days on some of the stuff and then talk about it.
That's awesome, though. I wish more people would do that.
Hmm.
I hope
Instead
that
of trying to be the first one out saying it or whatever, you know.
Yeah, I mean, I understand. Like, if you're a YouTuber and that's your job,
Right, but that's why we
just like
probably
news
should,
agencies, they want to be the first ones to have the scoop, have the information out
very
first.
true. I just
Yeah.
hope the people
But-
talking to Dawn now are reporting things to TBI the way you were and stuff like that, but I just don't feel they
Every
are.
single person supporting Dawn right now has told me and my husband that Dawn and Candace are guilty. So there's that for you.
Hmm.
And
Oh,
they can
wow.
call me a liar all they want, but one of them texted that. So call me a liar, Jenny.
Stuck her tongue out there. You're so funny.
Yep.
Well, I appreciate you having me come on. It's been so fun sitting here hanging out and just talking and random about, all the random stuff. Shoot, we went to vaccines, COVID, money, prescriptions.
Yeah, we ran the gambit, didn't we?
Oh, yeah, I think that's better. It's nice for people to see creators loosen up. Like it's like the Howard Stern show. People are loose on that show.
Yeah.
And they talk about like everything, and that's how it is with coffee. It's just kind of like getting to know the creators a little more too, I think.
Yeah, that's what I like about doing these morning coffees. They're always more relaxed and informal.
Yeah, they're awesome. I loved the one last week with Kelly and Amber too. That was super good. And then
Yeah.
Jay was really good. So yeah, it's been fun.
Yeah, and any YouTube creators out there, if you want to join me for a morning coffee,
Email me because I plan it all.
yeah, email Cher at ihearvoices19@yahoo.com.
Is that what it is? I hear voices. It's funny.
Yeah, my email has been, I don't know what's going on. I can't do anything with it because it's tied to my YouTube, but I've had so many problems with it. So it all goes through Cher.
Yeah. This has been a great listen. Thanks for coming, Shar. Shar is one of my good friends. She's a sweetie. Sweetie.
Ah.
But yeah, I guess I better go because these kids are. My 5-year-old son and 6-year-old niece are here, and they've actually been pretty good. They're in there, being watched by another adult, but they're still being good. I figured they'd be back here trying to bang down the door and. Because they get together and they just they're so wild. Oh my Lord.
Is
so
today
wild.
the 9th? Oh shit, I'm going live an hour after Chris McDonald starts.
Oh well.
Or you could move it up a little bit, I don't think we're all ready to watch it right now.
Oh snap.
But yeah, anyways, okay. Thank you guys for having me. Best coffee show on the tubes. It really is. I adore you guys, both of you. You are just awesome. So I appreciate you and always making me feel welcome and just being so kind.
Well, you're always welcome here. We love you.
I love you guys. All right. Well, I'll talk to you guys soon and Cher. I will be there. I'll definitely make sure I'm there because I know you're going to need the mods.
I might make it earlier. I might do it at 4:30. I don't know. Watch the time, you guys. It might change.
Okay. All right. I sure will. And thank you for
Love you,
having me.
Ashley. Don't forget to check out her channel and subscribe, and
check out her merch. It's very cool.
Her tie-dye stuff. Her information's in the description.
Thank you guys so much. I'll talk to you soon, okay? Bye, guys.
Feel better.
Another great one. I like her. But yeah, if any of you would like to come up for morning coffee and just chat about whatever, love to have you on. Actually, I wanted to talk to her more about her channel, but we never got there. Oh, yeah. Thank you, Amber. If you aren't subscribed to Alex, you should be. She does good stuff. She does lots of she does actual videos too. So You don't have
I
to
know
watch
what
it
I saw.
2 hour live to get the info. Checking convictions, 100%. Definitely want you up. But now I don't have a guest, I can focus on the chat a little bit.
Mhm.
Hey, Kit Kat, that.
Kit Kat Fat.
Yeah, tie-dye is cool. Like this wasn't from Alex, but she does tie-dye like this.
Ooh, we got to get one of your shirts and send it to her to tie dye for you.
Yeah, I gotta redo my merch actually.
Mhm.
I like that I have good day, good night, and Godspeed on the back, but I gotta do more with it.
I will work on that.
She's so cute. How's Cher feeling? She's getting better.
It hurts like hell, but I'm managing it better.
Yeah. It's getting better slowly.
Yes, very slowly, but it's better. Today feels like yesterday, but it's not as bad as the first 2 days.
Yeah, the first couple of days she was bedridden with pain. I felt so bad for her, and I couldn't stay home. I had to go to work. So I felt just awful.
I just kept taking Benadryl to sleep. I just kept staying in bed and trying to sleep as much as possible.
What is the temperature today? It is minus 28. We're actually going to get above freezing in a couple of days, which is weird, but that's, you know, normally we get our really cold weather end of January, beginning of February, but we were just stupid cold the last 2 weeks. Yeah, she had they won't put you to sleep at the dentist's office here. She'd have to go to the hospital and
Yeah.
it'd actually be a surgery.
It'd be way more money
And that was going to
too.
be a lot more money. Because then you have an anesthesiologist there,
Yeah.
assistant, the surgeon.
And
That's just a lot more money.
hotels
And a hotel.
going back and forth, the gas in a truck, and going back and forth to have the checkups.
Yeah. It was just a lot cheaper and more convenient to do it here and have the dentist do it. And it worked.
Yeah,
I mean, she would have been in the same amount of pain either way.
I had a
afterwards, so-
9.5 pound baby with no drugs, so
Man, she's a toughie.
it hurts, but I will survive.
I was mowing the grass first part of December. Now everything's frozen up. I remember actually riding my motorcycle in December a couple years ago. But yeah, last 3 years, I think it's just been very different. Ready for summer though. Summer can come anytime.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, and her speech is actually it's getting better. Like it almost seems like it's getting better by the hour. Like yesterday morning she was talking, it was really like shush 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 shush. But then was doing fine yesterday afternoon, so it's definitely good to see. I'm very, very happy for her.
I'm gonna call that.
Holy crap. You were over 10 pounds and almost 3 feet long as a baby.
Holy shit!
How tall are you now? You're like 7 feet? At least the days are getting brighter again and longer. Minus 28, that's Celsius, yeah. So that'd be probably minus 20 Fahrenheit, somewhere around there. Once it hits minus 40, it's the same. Either way, very cold. I'm near Chicago. Need Arizona. Too cold. Yeah. I don't know why anyone lives in Canada, honestly. The winters are just stupid. Topped out at 6'8". Yeah, I figured you were pretty tall. Because damn, your poor mother. Or Minnesota. Yeah. You got to go like south of South Dakota. Then you start getting warmer. Or get closer to the West Coast, closer to the ocean. It's warmer. I mean, is it much colder than Minnesota for sure?
Cold is, no, it's the same.
It'd be pretty close.
Yeah.
It gets a little bit colder up here, but not much. Yeah, Florida. That'd be nice. Although I think Florida in like August, July and August would probably kill me. I think I'd melt. Do you ice fish? No, the last time I went ice fishing, I was a kid. And the only reason I went is because it was this funky tournament thing. There was, I don't know, a few hundred people, and they had prizes like the very first fish, or I think it was the first 50. Everyone got a prize, and then the biggest fish got a prize, and things like that. I never won, but my dad did. He was one of the first people to catch one. It's just large. You're free. I'm soaking your bones unaltered. Remove your dentures every night before going to sleep. Well, there you go.
I'm just trying to do it.
Mm-hmm.
I'll ask them tomorrow.
Yeah, we'll make sure.
I must not be hurting it because I'm not getting worse.
What's up, meat?
Meet. Zinga zanga. Zinga zanga, meet.
St. Augustine Beach is where I lived, and I'm going back. Well, there you go. Yeah, we didn't even really get too much into true crime. We stranded talking about COVID for a bit there and everything, but yeah, all the crap that's going around with the wells. I don't like it. I don't like people going to their house and harassing them, even though I don't particularly care for them. And I have my own doubts as to their innocence. I still don't think that they should be getting treated like that. I remember being really little and fishing in France. I caught an eel and launched myself into the lake through fear. Not fished since.
But maybe people should go protest their houses and say, stop harassing the wells. Stop harassing the wells. Let's do that for a week straight, guys. Let's go to their shopping centers. Let's go to their job sites and protest them harassing other people. Let's do that. Should we do that? They'd love that, right? I'm pretty sure one of them has a probation officer. No, let's go there. Let's go to all their jobs. Let's go to their police departments. Let's go to their houses at the end of their driveways. with bullhorns. No, for real. Should we plan this up? You guys want to go next month and protest them harassing possible victims?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, because by law they are innocent, right? They haven't been convicted of anything relating to Summer, so technically they are harassing innocent people. Can we collect money to do it as well? Yeah.
Yeah, we'll start GoFundMe and we'll plan it. And then I'll start an LLC and then we'll just go there and we'll be unfiltered on the ground or whatever. What are they? Heels?
Yeah, heels on the ground.
All right, we'll be tattoos on the ground. Let's go. British on the ground.
I think one of them should have called it knees on the ground, but if I was there, that dude would have been ass on the ground.
Poor Lord.
Yeah, poor dude. Kelly will find us an Airbnb. We're all set. That would be absolutely hilarious, though, if someone actually did that. Showed up outside of their houses and with a bullhorn started protesting them. Again, I would have to say technically I'm against that because I don't think you should go real life on anybody, but
This shit is funny. Wherever you are.
yeah, the concept of it, I enjoy that. Need to change it to 1 cent hooker.
That's just mean.
Would you say 10 cents?
Yeah.
Oh, her video's down now. The one in the church, I'm assuming.
Well, that'd be smart. Her attorney probably told her she's a dumbass, because she is.
Well, I'm sure there were people who went over there and reported it. We never told anyone to do it, but
No, I sent it to Don and Robin.
yeah. So maybe they did. Oh, 1 cent hooker who needs change, not change the name. Okay. You think of that young girl that is their videographer? I think she's going to last being part of this clown show. I think she has a channel too.
Yeah.
I can't remember what the name of it is, but she seems to be like a lot more reserved with all this. She's just kind of observing everything.
Yes, I actually don't see her lasting in that group only because I think she's being used by that group. I really do, but she seems more sweet and innocent than them too. I honestly I felt that about JLR too. I don't want to talk shit about him because I know that's so. I also think he's in over his head with that group. I do.
Yeah, well, yeah, people do get caught up in the moment and with stuff.
Well, he went live yesterday and he was like done with them. He was upset with them for something. I didn't even catch up.
Should have been upset with himself, but yeah.
There was a fight between them yesterday. So that group is not going to last. I'll tell you that.
Oh no,
they never do, but that one's not going to. There's too much money involved for one, and big personalities.
Yeah. Thank you, Susan.
And that is a recipe for a breakup.
Mm-hmm.
A very messy one.
Yeah, she's got a massive Instagram, doesn't she? Yeah. Whoever is responsible for Summer's disappearance is likely delighted with the circus of distraction created by some channels on here. They couldn't have expected such assistance. What a gift. Well said, Sea Light. Yeah. Yeah, well, I mean, controversy sells. So if someone's in this, if this is their job, if this is their their living, then it makes sense to do this because it makes money. Like you could have 2,000 people in your chats, 500 of them think you're a piece of crap, but they're still there watching, so they're helping. Did you hear Allie say that Candace told her that she killed Rose, or I'm hearing things? I never heard that. But I know Allie and H have said some shit that's not true. I remember hearing something about Candace said, I'll put you in the trunk and then help look for you or something. I don't know. I don't know if that's true or not. I take everything with a massive grain of salt. Unless I hear it right from the source. I'm always skeptical, especially with this case. It's in the uncut version. We watched that, but I wasn't paying attention for a lot of it. I was more focused when H was on. What happens next with Cher's teeth? She takes them out at night now. She's got an appointment tomorrow. They're going to do a little adjusting on them. And other than just some basic maintenance, that she's pretty much done. Yeah, well, it doesn't surprise me at all, Shuby. I know Allie did call police. I heard the call that she said that she had two of her kids were at Candace's, and she wanted police to go pick them up because, according to her, Candace said she'd blow her head off if she came back on the property. Yeah, Remy, she is happy with them. I mean, she's a little disappointed that she's like struggling with the pain and stuff. But yeah, she's happy with them. All right, checking. Hope you feel better, girl. Hmm. So yeah, tonight's going to be interesting on shares. I'm going to try and get that video done about H today. Hopefully I can get that up before. We'll see how that goes. Thought I was going to throw up. She looked really uncomfortable, didn't she? Like really nervous. That was a Facebook meme. Okay. I think she was. Because I know a lot of the stuff H was saying was just like, what? Wasn't making sense. And that whole deleted text thing, like I said, there was 3 really big red flags for me. No, I could be wrong. Maybe he did do that, but the way he described it and everything was weird. Didn't make sense. yeah, I'll be working on that video today. Of course, I can't show the footage because I know Madonna boy would strike me. So I'll just have to like put the timestamps of what I'm talking about, and then you can go and watch the video for reference or something. I don't know. She's mouthing as he's talking, yeah, almost like they rehearsed it or something. Jeez. Hi. Why are you so dirty? You're covered in stuff. Yeah. He had the where he put the milk wrong. He had where he was sitting wrong. Because Summer was sitting in the middle and the milk was on her right. So he would have had to been in the seat behind the driver. I questioned his knowing so much about the dry drowning info. That was another thing that was weird. Just if she was under the water for like 5 seconds or whatever, why even bring that up? You know, like it was odd. Mm-hmm. Agreed, faraway eyes. It was weird. Yeah. I don't think anybody's telling the truth. We know Dawn's lied. Candace, Allie, H. Yeah, I don't think anyone is telling the truth. But what some people are thinking about Summer actually going missing before the 15th. If you have that in your head and you go watch those interviews, it does kind of line up that they're going off of that video, just trying to describe that. A theory as to why all of them are lying. Well, mine and Cher's are different, but my theory is I'm not entirely sure what exactly happened this summer. I think there was some kind of accident, or maybe Candace got a little carried away with some punishment and covering it up. As far as Allie and them, I mean, I know there's some bad blood there, so they just want to hang her out to dry. Yeah, why would she be so geared up to go and talk to them and see Summer when there's been all these problems? It, it's just so much of it just doesn't. It just makes you ask why over and over again. Yeah, or maybe she could have drowned. That's possible too. Or maybe there was someone in the house and they snuck out with Summer. That one that doesn't seem very likely to me, but I mean, nothing's impossible.
Vanilla. Oh,
Yeah, I'm with you, Miss Mala. There's the only thing that I always keep coming back to is Candace said that Summer was basically out of her sight for 2 minutes, and that's when something happened to her. I don't believe that. Candace knows something. I mean, Don may know, Allie may know, H may know. Candace definitely knows something. Not a doubt in my mind about that. I wondered about that too. Like, if she was all over the place, Wouldn't the dogs have a hard time figuring out where she went? Like, wouldn't they be like tracking all over that property? The only thing I could think is, I don't know how it works with dogs, but I would think that, they give the dog something that has summer scent, and then but I would think they would actually take the dogs away from the house, and then have them try and find the scent. 'Cause I don't picture the dogs tracking her scent from the basement door down the trail to where it disappeared.
Hey, Dave Radar asked them for something of Summers for the scent for the dogs,
Mhm.
and Candace wouldn't give it to them and said all of her stuff's been cleaned. So they didn't even, EquiSearch did not even get a scent of for Summer. Candace wouldn't give it to them. David Radar, whatever his name is, at EquiSearch said that on Judy Ron's live. I think it was Judy Ron's.
So that's weird, but that wasn't the dogs that lost the scent.
Oh, okay.
That would have been law enforcement's dogs.
Oh, okay. Well, okay. So the EquiSearch brought dogs asked for something this summer, and they wouldn't give it to them and said her stuff's been cleaned.
Yeah. Why no lawyers? Should probably lawyer up, yeah.
Listen, I had the lawyers set up about
We're doing good, Sam.
5 to 6 weeks after Summer's disappearance, and they denied them. Pro bono.
Dave Rader, I think something is not right either, yeah.
Yeah. Yep.
Summer was seen on camera at the pharmacy on June 15th. Oh, was she? I know they were seen at Walgreens on the security camera or something. I never actually saw it, so I don't know for sure. Yeah, I think her going missing before that's a pretty big pill to swallow, because that means a lot of people are involved in it.
Well, even if it's still June 15th, I still believe it's multiple people involved.
Well, yeah, so it could be, absolutely. Yeah, Miss Molly, like that's the only way it makes sense to me is they got her scent and then took the dogs away from the house and had them try and find something. They picked up on something going from down that trail, but that doesn't even mean that was the last place she was actually around. Like, she could have walked down that trail the day before. You know what I mean? Yeah, Christine, she is. Yeah, she still thinks the church is somehow involved in all this. Well, they're definitely involved after the fact. A little too much, if you ask me. I think we all do, Mark. Definitely want this little girl to be safe and sound somewhere, but I mean, the likelihood of that is pretty small. Could have even been the boys' scent? Maybe. I don't know. But I've always thought that, like, the dogs tracked her down that trail to the road and then lost it, but that doesn't mean, to me, I mean, I could be wrong, but I think that doesn't mean that was actually the last place she was. I mean, I guess that would be where her scent was strongest because she was there most recently, but I mean, she was outside all around the house planting flowers and stuff, according to Candace. So yeah, I don't know. Many big flags, that's for sure. Yeah, what if she walked down and back up? That's, and that could have been hours before or the day before. I don't know. I mean, are dogs able to pick up, like if you walked one direction at 10 a.m. and then came back to the same spot and walked another direction at 11 a.m. and you put the dogs on the spot where you started, would they know which spot was the last spot you were at? I don't know. But I've always wondered that. What if she was meeting Jose and H was a cover up? Yeah, you just don't know. Yeah, maybe I'll look into tracking dogs. Try and get some info about that. Because we kind of take that as a given, right? That the dogs tracked her down there, so that was the last place she was at. But do we know for sure that just because they found her scent down that trail, was that the last place she was actually at on the property? Hey, KB. Yep, she's doing good. I think she's ready for a little rest, though.
Okay.
Yeah. And we hit the 2 hour mark, so I think I'll cut this one off. But Cher's going live tonight. She's going to be tearing into these protesters. And, that's going to be an interesting one. I'm usually not much for drama, but these people annoy me. I don't like the sheriff either. Yeah. Just, yeah. Just everybody involved is just a little bit shady, it seems. But hopefully, eventually, we'll get to the bottom of everything. But yeah, I want to give a special thanks to Alex Erickson for coming on the morning coffee. If you're not sub to her channel link is in the description, and also her merch. She does like cool tie-dye shirts and stuff. Very awesome. But yeah, thanks for watching, everybody. And we will catch you tonight on shares, maybe on my channel later on today with that video about H. I don't know if I'll get that done, but we'll give it a try anyway. Yeah, very chill chat. Yeah, I try and keep things chill over here because we're gonna get amped up tonight. But anyways, thanks for watching, guys. And
I'm resting up for it.
Yeah, Cher's actually resting up, so she'll have lots of energy for tonight. It's gonna be a good one. All right, guys. Thanks for watching. We love you, and we'll catch you on the next one. And until then, this is Prairie Boy 77, aka Mr.Cher, saying good day, good night, and Godspeed. Later, peeps.